Have you ever wondered about the man behind the monstrous legend of Dracula? This question has piqued the curiosity of many throughout centuries, leading us to delve into the life of one of history's most chilling figures, Vlad the Impaler. Vlad III, as he was officially known, was the Prince of Wallachia, a region that is part of present-day Romania. His reign spanned the middle of the 15th century, a time of tumult and trepidation, where power was often won and maintained by the sword. Yet Vlad's rule was marked not just by his strategic prowess, but by a darkness that still echoes through the annals of history. His reputation for cruelty was not simply a product of whispered rumors. No, it was a fact carved in the blood and tears of those who felt the sting of his wrath. Vlad's name, the Impaler, was not a fanciful moniker, but a chilling testament to his preferred method of punishment. The image of enemies, traitors, and even his own subjects impaled on long, sharp stakes is a haunting symbol of his reign. A symbol that earned him a place in the nightmares of his contemporaries and the fascination of generations to come. Yet, as we peel back the layers of myth and horror, we find a man who was more than just a bloodthirsty ruler. Vlad was a leader, a strategist, and a defender of his land. He ruled with an iron fist, yes, but also with a keen mind. And in a world where survival often depended on strength and cunning, Vlad's brutal methods, though horrifying, were not entirely out of place. But who was Vlad the Impaler really? Was he a monstrous tyrant, or a ruler misunderstood by history? As we delve deeper into his life and times, we'll attempt to unravel this enigma. We'll explore the man behind the legend, the prince behind the Impaler, and perhaps in the process, we'll come to understand the complex, intriguing figure that was Vlad the Impaler. Vlad's story begins in a tumultuous era where power struggles and territorial disputes were a common occurrence. Born in the early 15th century, Vlad, Prince of Wallachia, was the son of Vlad II Dracula, a member of the Order of the Dragon, an organization dedicated to halting the Ottoman Empire's expansion into Europe. His nickname, Dracula, meaning son of the dragon, would later inspire Bram Stoker's iconic vampire character. Vlad's early life was marked by political intrigue and hardship. His father was ousted from power multiple times, and Vlad and his younger brother Radu were held as political hostages by the Ottomans to ensure their father's loyalty. This captivity would have a profound impact on Vlad. While his brother Radu chose to align with the Ottomans, Vlad developed a deep-seated hatred for his captors. When he was released, Vlad found his homeland in chaos. His father and older brother had been murdered, the throne usurped by rival factions. Vlad was determined to reclaim his father's seat, but the road to power was treacherous. He would have to navigate a complex web of alliances, betrayals, and battles to secure his rule. During this time, Vlad also began to show signs of the brutality that would later define his reign. Stories of his ruthless tactics began to circulate, painting a picture of a leader who would stop at nothing to maintain his power. Yet these early experiences also shaped Vlad into a cunning strategist, well-versed in political maneuvering and warfare. These experiences undoubtedly shaped the young prince, setting the stage for his infamous reign. The trials of his early life hardened Vlad, molding him into a ruler who valued power above all else. This thirst for control, combined with his brutal tactics, would earn him a reputation that still sends chills down our spines today. But was he a heartless monster, or was he simply a product of his time? As we delve deeper into Vlad's life, we'll try to unravel this enigma. Upon his return to Wallachia, Vlad embarked on a reign that would seal his place in history. As the ruler of Wallachia, Vlad III, popularly known as Vlad the Impaler, was a figure feared and respected for his ruthless rule. His methods were relentless, using fear as a tool to maintain control over his subjects and territories. Vlad was no stranger to deploying psychological warfare, making him a formidable adversary to his enemies. His reign was marked by constant conflict, both internal and external. Vlad fought tirelessly against invading forces, particularly the Ottoman Empire. His military strategies were as efficient as they were brutal. He was known to leave a field of impaled enemies in his wake, a chilling spectacle meant to deter further invasions. This gruesome method of punishment, from which he earned his notorious nickname, was a strategic mind game, serving as a clear message to his enemies that he would stop at nothing to protect his lands. But it wasn't just the invading forces that faced Vlad's wrath. Inside Wallachia, he was equally ruthless. Vlad was known for his strict justice and intolerance of criminal behavior. Thieves, liars, and traitors were dealt with harshly. Impalement once again was his punishment of choice, instilling fear and maintaining order within his realm. Key events during his rule, such as the infamous night attack where Vlad attempted to assassinate the Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II, underline his audacious nature. Despite being outnumbered, Vlad's cunning tactics inflicted heavy casualties on the Ottoman forces. These strategies, albeit brutal, were often successful, earning Vlad a strange respect alongside the widespread fear. However, Vlad's rule was not just about fear and control. He also sought to strengthen Wallachia's economy and establish laws to protect and uplift the poor. These actions show a leader who was strategic and pragmatic, a ruler who knew the importance of a stable kingdom. Vlad's reign was marked by brutality and cunning in equal measure, earning him both fear and respect from his subjects and enemies. His reign of terror, as dark as it was, remains a fascinating chapter in the annals of history. Though Vlad's life was cut short, his legacy has endured for centuries. After his death, the stories of his brutal reign took on a life of their own, morphing into tales that would chill the soul of anyone who heard them. His notoriety spread far beyond the borders of his homeland, reaching the ears of foreign rulers and common folk alike. In fact, these stories became so pervasive that they began to overshadow the man himself, and Vlad the Impaler, the ruthless ruler, transformed into Vlad Dracula, the Prince of Darkness. It was in this form that Vlad found his way into the pages of Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, Dracula. Stoker, an Irish author, was captivated by the tales of Vlad's cruelty and used them as inspiration for his iconic character. Although the connection between Vlad and Stoker's vampire is tenuous at best, the association has stuck, cementing Vlad's place in popular culture. And it's not just in literature where Vlad's influence can be seen. From films and television series to video games and comic books, the image of Dracula, and by extension Vlad, has become a staple of the horror genre. His story has been retold and reimagined countless times, each iteration adding a new layer to the legend. But Vlad's legacy is not confined to the realm of fiction. In his homeland of Romania, he is remembered as a national hero despite his infamous reputation. To many, he is seen as a defender of the realm, a leader who stood against the expansion of the Ottoman Empire. His brutal tactics, while horrifying, are viewed in the context of a time when such acts were not uncommon. The figure of Vlad the Impaler, the real-life Dracula, continues to captivate and terrify us to this day. His legacy, a blend of historical fact and sensational fiction, serves as a stark reminder of the power of storytelling. Whether he is viewed as a monstrous villain or a misunderstood ruler, there is no denying that Vlad has left an indelible mark on history. As we delve into the heart of darkness that was Vlad's reign, we are left with more questions than answers. This enigmatic figure, cloaked in the shadows of history, presents a paradox that continues to intrigue us to this day. We've traveled back to the 15th century, to a time when Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, ruled with an iron fist. We've witnessed a reign marked by ruthless tactics, brutal methods of punishment, and a propensity for psychological warfare. Yet, amid this reign of terror, Vlad also emerged as a cunning strategist, defending his land against formidable enemies. We've explored the early life of Vlad, a tumultuous journey that may have shaped the man he became. We've navigated the socio-political climate of his time, a complex backdrop against which his rule unfolded. We've also traced Vlad's enduring legacy, a chilling tale that has transcended centuries, inspiring literature, film, and folklore. His infamous moniker Dracula continues to evoke fear and fascination around the world. Yet, as we stand at the crossroads of history, we grapple with a compelling question. Was Vlad the Impaler a monstrous tyrant or a misunderstood ruler? His reign was undoubtedly brutal, his methods horrifying. Yet he was also a leader who fiercely defended his land, a ruler who navigated the intricate webs of power and politics in a challenging era. Perhaps like many historical figures, Vlad the Impaler does not fit neatly into the boxes of hero or villain. His story, like the man himself, is complex and multifaceted, a tapestry woven with threads of power, fear, strategy, and survival. So, was Vlad the Impaler a monster or a misunderstood ruler? Perhaps he was a bit of both. Ultimately, the interpretation is up to you. As we unveil the enigma of Vlad's reign, we invite you to delve deeper, to question, to explore, and to form your own understanding of this fascinating slice of history.